So today we're going to take a cultural deep dive. Why Americans bristle at the zipper merge, why Germans and Japanese drivers don't, and what that reveals about driving as a social contract. Let's start with the U.S. Here, merging is about fairness before efficiency. We're raised on the idea that waiting your turn is virtuous, that cutting in line is rude. Translate that into traffic, and merging early becomes the right thing to do, even if it creates longer backups. So when someone uses the ending lane until the merge point, it triggers a moral response. They're cheating. They're cutting the line. That's why we see merge vigilantes, and I may have mentioned once or twice in the podcast that I have done this before. Drivers who straddle lanes to block others, honk, or even brake check. It's less about traffic and more about enforcing justice. In other words, in America, merging is a moral issue and not an engineering one. Now let's cross the Atlantic. In Germany, all right, it's only been 5 takes. Reisverschlussverfahren. Got it. That's what they call the zipper procedure. It's taught in driving school and reinforced by law. Failing to zipper merge correctly in Germany can get you ticketed. The cultural value here is order through law. Rules exist to keep the system efficient, and following them is a point of pride. German drivers don't see the zipper as cutting. They see it as obeying the rule. Everyone uses both lanes, everyone takes turns, and traffic flows smoothly. The emotional flare-ups that plague American merges just don't happen because drivers share the same expectation. In countries like Sweden and Norway, zipper merging also works smoothly, but for a slightly different reason: the cultural value of cooperation over ego. The Scandinavian mindset emphasizes trust in others and collective benefit. So when someone merges at the last second, the reaction isn't, "How dare they?" It's, "Of course, that's how the system works best." Drivers are more likely to yield without resentment because the cultural lens is collective, not competitive. It's not about me versus you, it's about us keeping traffic moving. Imagine that. Now in Japan, zipper merging blends into a broader cultural focus on group harmony and social obligation. Drivers are conditioned to anticipate cooperation. The expectation is that everyone will take turns, signal clearly, and create space. Letting someone in isn't a concession, it's fulfilling your role in the group. To not let them in would be disruptive. This is why traffic in Japan often looks more fluid, even in tight spaces. The zipper merge doesn't provoke anger because people see it as part of a shared responsibility to maintain harmony. So why do we still resist zipper merging here? It's not ignorance. Many of my listeners told me after episode 9, "Yeah, I know it's technically right, but I'll never do it." The reason? Fairness psychology. We associate waiting with virtue. We reward the patient early merger. We punish the driver who seems to jump ahead. That sense of fairness is so ingrained, no amount of engineering logic changes it in the heat of the moment. And let's be honest, American driving culture is competitive. We defend our lane like we own it. We personalize other drivers' choices as if they're insults instead of traffic decisions. The zipper merge exposes that competitive streak. Here's the cultural takeaway. Zipper merging isn't just about 2 lanes becoming one. It's about how societies view cooperation, fairness, and efficiency. In Germany, it's a legal obligation. In Scandinavia, it's cooperative trust. In Japan, it's harmony and duty. And in the US, it's fairness and competition. The road, in other words, is a mirror. How we merge says as much about our culture as it does about our traffic flow. And that ties into my message from the beginning of this podcast that our individual driving reflects our individual personalities. So the next time you're at a merge, try this mental reframe. That car in the ending lane isn't cheating you. They're part of a 2-lane system designed to flow. Letting them in isn't losing, it's cooperating. The challenge is cultural, but culture shifts start with individuals. And maybe, just maybe, your choice to see a zipper merge as cooperation instead of competition can lower the temperature for everyone around you. Follow me on social media at Mastering the Commute on Facebook and YouTube, where I post daily shorts and weekly podcast video episodes. And don't forget to check out our community at drivesmarternow.com. Drive safe, drive smart, and let just one person in front of you. Have a great week.